The Antichrist spirit is rising and it's facing resistance. But the false prophet will soon rise and his demonic influence will shift the world's perspective. Pay attention. In Revelation 13, John the Apostle talks about two types of beasts that will rise in the last days. The first is the beast from the sea, which is the Antichrist and his global empire. And the second is the beast from the earth, which is also known as the false prophet. Now, John describes this beast as having two horns like a lamb, but yet he speaks like a dragon. This means that the false prophet will be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Externally, he will appear religious, but what he says with his mouth will show that he is in allegiance with the dragon, which is the devil. Now, what's his main objective? His main objective is to use supernatural demonic power to deceive those that dwell on the earth to worship the first beast, which is the Antichrist and his global empire. As John the Baptist was a prophet and a forerunner that testified about Jesus who would come, so is the false prophet to the Antichrist. He will be the mouthpiece that causes global worship of the Antichrist, and he will be the vessel that causes the economic shift of the entire world by implementing what everyone knows as the mark of the beast. See, the Antichrist is in agreement with the mark of the beast, but it's the false prophet that causes the world to accept the agenda. Revelation 13:12, and he, the false prophet, exercises all the power or the authority of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and those that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And as a result of this supernatural deception, he will say to those that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast that had a wound by sword and did live. Furthermore, in verse 16, it is this beast, the false prophet, that causes all, both small, great, rich, poor, free, bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Simon the sorcerer in Acts chapter 8 is a parallel to the sorcery of the false prophet. Simon the sorcerer was a man in the city of Samaria who bewitched the people using sorcery. The false prophet will also use sorcery, and he will use this sorcery to bewitch the entire world, to cause the world to worship the Antichrist and cause the Antichrist to be seen as God.